Okay, I'm gonna show you guys how I do my simple everyday soft glam makeup routine. A lot of you guys have been requesting this, like a really good, perfect everyday routine that will have your base literally looking flawless. Okay, let's get started. I already prepped my face. I always have to go in with a toner pad. If you have dry, flaky skin, you always need to skin prep with some sort of toner pad because this is going to wipe all the dead skin cells away. I have to do this step so my makeup layers well, but I also just skin prepped with the Glow Recipe Dew Drops and put some SPF with their sunscreen. But getting into base, I have been using the Rare Beauty foundation. This is the soft matte one. I only use one pump of this. I truly think less is more for this routine. Grab my brush and I just apply it on my face, making sure that the layer is really thin. Even though we're using foundation, I don't want this to be like a super full glam moment, but this foundation does like an incredible job just smoothing out my face and getting rid of uneven parts. I'm so mad at myself. I forgot a step already, which is eyebrow gel. I kind of just like to fluff them up and give them some shape. For bronzer, I'm also using Rare Beauty, but I also love the Too Faced one as well. Any sort of big buffing brush will work for this. I've been loving this like slanted brush shape from Hourglass. And I like to pack on bronzer, especially because my foundation is a little lighter, even though it matches my skin tone. Bronzer is honestly key to making this like look match my body, because I've been tanning but my face doesn't show for it. When you apply your bronzer, do not swipe like this and drag it on. You need to be tapping it in because you don't want to ruin the skincare base and the foundation base you perfected underneath. You can really feel free to go overboard in bronzer during this step because we're gonna then conceal. But on this step as well, if you want to add any liquid blush, go ahead. For concealer, I don't go as heavy as I used to just because I did that layer of foundation, but I always go under my eyes and then during this like cheek area so I can kind of define my cheekbones. And also like any blemishes you have as well, feel free to spot conceal there. For this part, I'm lazy and I'm just blending with my beauty blender. Okay, now for powder, you can really choose how heavy-handed you want to go with this. I personally like using this little triangle powder puff, and I'm just going to put this under my eyes. I love using the Kosas powder because that just works for my acne-prone skin, but feel free to use any powder of choice. Okay, this step is all about layering, so feel free to add another layer of bronzer, but I'm gonna do blush right now. I love like my blush placements usually like right under the eye, but recently I've been kind of trying to lift my face a bit more. This is the Kosas powder in shade Dreamland, and I'm also just adding a bit on my nose as well. A tiny bit on my chin, that's optional. Okay, and for bronzer, I'm also just gonna layer the powder one on. Obviously, I'm using my Hourglass palette for this because it's my fave. Also just doing a quick layer over here. Okay, we're almost done. Look how good the base looks. I'm just gonna lock everything in place using the Say City set. And for my lip of choice, I'm going to be lining my lips with Summer Friday shade Toffee. And then I'm going to layer it with this Versed tinted lip serum they sent me. I've been loving this. This is shade Compliment. So glossy. Here's what the final look looks like, you guys. It's just perfect for every day. It's so glowy, and I promise you it will literally last the whole day. And here's what it looks like with the light on. I honestly think it looks a lot better. I hope you guys try out this makeup tutorial.